We are ready. Here we go. Wait, hold on. I gotta make sure my horns is here. The right ones. There we go. Yo, let me add them in on the Discord side of things. Hold on. Let me add them in. Where we at? Matter of fact, in the meantime, are y'all ready on X? Are y'all ready to kick this party off? Get it started. I need to know. Let me see some honeys down the screen. Let me know if y'all ready to go. This is the first one. Yo, this is the first time we actually everywhere. We everywhere at the same time. Which that's dope. That's dope, right? So once again, matter of fact. Let's do it. Countdown.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Here we go. We are live. Welcome. Yo, real quick before we get into this, where we at?
She asked if she could see what's in the vault, Told her I could show you my collection if you want, If you got the time, I could show you how it's done. Get you anything you like, baby, we could run it up.
Run it up. Let's see them honeys. Let's go. Honeys. Yo! We got a special guest tonight. We got a very special guest tonight. Let's get it. Yo, what's up? I would like to welcome everyone to this space right now. I hope you having a good time. I hope you ready to party. I hope you ready to just have fun. Yo, we reviewing comics today. My name is Emoji. I'm here with my co-host, E-Boogie, Prop, RXH, and together we're bringing you a little something we like to call the Comic Shop. Welcome everyone again. We got a very special guest in the building tonight. We got Mr. Falcon coming through as we review probably was hold on. Let me open it up real quick. As we review probably one of the dopest comics I think I was able to get into. Like, well, before we get into that, let me say what's up to Boog real quick. Boog, what's good? How you doing, bruh?
Yo, what's going on, y'all? What's going on? It's a good day. We got Falcon here. Of course you here, you know what I mean? We wouldn't have all this, you know what I mean, without you doing your thing. But yeah, and we got football tonight for all the sports fans. So we back, baby. We got fantasies rolling. We got, you know what I mean? Like it's a lot on the line. All the night. We got this, we got football. It's a good night, man. It's a good night. But how are you?
I'm good. I've been seeing Prop been posting about the fantasy football and everything going on. So that's what's up. Yeah, lots happening. I'm good, man. Like I've been through like a whole I don't know if I told, but I went through a whole like binge off of this comic because I wanted the whole picture. Well, not the whole picture, but as close to a whole picture that I could get.
Binge? What do you mean? Like you
just dive.
You read the other ones?
Nah. I mean, diving into just like
dirty.
Alien.
We
like,
don't do that.
Well, no, it didn't come out yet.
Exactly. I said, okay. I didn't think so. I'm like, how did you do that? You be doing some stuff, my brother. So I was like, all right.
Nah.
Downloaded some PDF file or something on the dark web. Well, I don't know what you had going on, but I know when you got your mind set on something, you gonna make it happen. But
Nah. I was just going into more of like the aliens lore, right? So like with the movies and everything like that. I mean, we'll get into it once we start reviewing it. But yeah, I just wanted to kind of like, because I read through this a few times, and I wanted to like be a little bit immersed in the world, understand the happenings and stuff like that. So yeah, man, I've been diving in, bro.
now, see, my mistake was like I've been I see we have the number one aliens fan here, Tails, so he can fill me in where I'm missing. Yeah. Who else? Who's the
Well,
other one?
isn't Falcon like a huge aliens fan too?
Yeah. My bad, Falcon. I don't want to skip over. You know what I mean? I didn't.
It's all good.
Wait,
You
Falcon,
know,
Falcon, Falcon, Falcon. You
you
can't
know,
talk yet.
tell
You're
yeah,
behind the curtain.
yeah,
You're behind the curtain.
yeah. Falcon,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
can't
yeah.
talk yet. But Tails has assumed the number one role, so I didn't know there was a battle. I'm sorry if I offended you, but yeah. So Tails gonna have to explain herself later or something because I didn't know that. But anyway, yeah. So I guess yeah, we got Falcon here already on stage, so yeah, he could fill in the blanks because I was like, yo, like I'm getting into all this, and Tails put me on, so I watched a couple more things that he said, but I needed to get into the whole movie. So you went back and watched the other movie,
I
like all
watched.
the
I
all of that, like.
So yeah, I watched Prometheus and Alien Covenant. So I did that. I
See, I
already watched.
seen them, but I didn't go back, and that's
Yeah,
my
I had to get it
missing.
fresh. I had to get it fresh.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I don't
But
even blame you because this was a banger, and honestly, I want to go get a physical. I want to get a couple physicals of this, but I'm hearing it's kind of slow for that right now. I'm hearing that it's kind of tough to do that right now.
to copy,
So
they
that kind of
selling out.
that
Yeah,
I
money,
don't
bro.
I
I
heard
mean,
it,
they
right?
selling out the Veve store. I mean, I know they've been going. lately.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. I see people posting they got like 30 and 20 in them
Hmm.
or whatever. So it's I mean, it was a tough read. It was, and by tough I don't mean like
Like dope.
it was
Yeah,
fire. It was yeah.
yeah,
So it was definitely tough. And I had a heartache, and I was almost heartbroken. I will say that. I don't want to get too much into it, but I was almost heartbroken, bro. Yeah, it wasn't cool, but we can talk about that.
Okay. All right. Well, yeah, we'll talk about it. We'll talk about it. All right. So, real quick before we roll back the curtain, I do have the live stream posted on top of my on top of the X space. So that is the live stream. It is the only live stream that's going on right now. And that's the one that you must repost. So that's the first qualification in order to
And please
win the
repost
giveaway
this.
for today.
Please repost this.
So so be sure to
Please do it.
repost the live stream. Reposting the space is helpful. We do appreciate you reposting the space, but in order to qualify for the win, the live stream is what must be reposted. So I would ask that you please do that. And without further ado, I think we could bring out our special guest. What do you think?
Yeah, I think the stage all warmed up. I think we good. Do what you do.
All right, let's get it. Let's get it. Are you ready? I said, are you ready? I would like to give a special welcome introduction to, man, a legend when it comes to making content. When it comes to, I feel like he's a director. I feel like he's been doing a lot of directing work too. We need to go and we need to go into that. We need to go into that. But giving us the news, giving us some amazing, hilarious coverage using AR Veve digital collectibles, and an artist and a cinephile and just a genius in his own right. Allow me to introduce to you Mr. Falcon!
God, what an introduction. I can't keep up with that.
Wait, hold on. You gotta let the drop play out. You gotta let the drop play out.
Again.
Alright, that was it.
Now?
Yeah, you're good now. You're good now. You're good now.
Whew. Crikey, that was intense. That was awesome. Thank you very much for having me. I'm going to try and keep up with your energy. I think it might be impossible, but I will try.
No
This
worries.
is very exciting.
No worries. Yo, I'm excited to have you, bro. Like, also too, letting everyone know this is a open discussion. So yes, Falcon is our guest, but if you have read this book, Feel free to send up the request. You can talk about it with us, weigh in. Your vote goes towards the overall score that we do give it at the end. So yeah, anyone that that has enjoyed this book or just wants to talk about it, just send up the request and you be a part of the show. But Falcon, man, like so after the space that you had with Tails, right, when you guys were going for Alien Romulus. I mean, I
Yeah.
always knew, like, you were into cinema and stuff like that just from talking with you and things like that. But I think after that, I was like, yo, like, I really want him in here to kind of, like, dissect a comic book, especially something that you're already into, right? So, just real quick before, diving into it, I can assume why you chose this comic book, but I don't want to assume. I want you to let me know. Why did you choose this comic book to review?
Oh man, this so yeah, I'm a huge Alien fan, fan of movies in general. I've actually just been watching Silence of the Lambs before I came on here,
Oh.
which is a masterpiece. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, me and Tails, I guess, kind of bonded over our mutual love of aliens and kind of those 80s icons, the Terminator, the Predator. But Aliens was one of the first movies I remember watching when I was far too young to watch it, and it
Mm-hmm.
definitely made a lasting impression. And I think Aliens, they're the perfect movie monsters. So big Alien fan, but I've nothing not nothing alien wise has really impressed me since Aliens. Up until Romulus, I enjoyed Romulus, so I'm always waiting for some great new alien content, but it doesn't come around that often. So I guess that's my take on it. But I know you're a fan too, and we had some good chats.
Yeah, I mean, I like a lot of things that like our pop culture, right? So, um, al- aliens. One thing that I would say too about aliens is you can see how well done those movies are because I mean they hold up to today, right? You can watch Alien and Aliens too, and I mean, granted, yes, you see the technology is of its time, but it's still like I still enjoy watching those movies even though they were made, way
Yeah,
back when. And it's funny because we're seeing them kind of like infiltrate everywhere, right? Like now with Avengers, and that's probably honestly, because of the 20th Century Fox deal, but also too, there's aliens thing with DC. Like you have like the Justice League versus the aliens too.
yeah, and
Um,
Batman has fought the Predator, and I think yeah, Judge Dredd's fought aliens. The aliens have been around in comics for quite a long time with
yeah,
crossovers.
yeah. So it's cool to see that, and then I do because you brought up Predator. I'm gonna say something that's probably gonna make Tails very happy. I do have to confirm after watching because I watched Alien Covenant last night. That it is impossible for Alien versus Predator to be canon with the Aliens franchise, simply because of the fact that in Covenant that's when that type of species was born, created through the robots, so they couldn't have existed prior. So it's just it has to be its own separate universe.
It's also dreadful and
It
should just be erased from history. But
I don't think
your
it's that
reason's
bad.
probably better.
I actually love that movie. I'm not gonna lie.
AVP.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
watched it.
I'm not mad at it either. I'm not mad at
I
it either.
watched it
I'm not.
before I watched Romulus, and like just cause
Mm-hmm.
like
Yeah.
my girl. There's a lot of movies my girl hasn't seen, so it gives me a reason to like watch them again and like But it's just I don't know. I just feel like a lot of those cheesy movies now, when you rewatch them, I just have like a little bit of a deeper appreciation
Like they're like
because
good bad.
yeah, exactly. Like
Mm-hmm.
if you
that
when
that
you
didn't
get
sound
past
good.
like when you get past like watching this, oh man, this got to be like the craziest movie I ever seen. Just take it for what it is. Like the cheesy lines, like the predictable deaths, like they just entertaining in one way or another. You know what I mean? But
I
I get what you gotta say.
but X would that lean more towards like the nostalgia of how they would actually make the movie than the actual value of the movie, if that makes sense to you? Like because you're saying the
So
cheesy line that's
they
kind of like with
they
the time. Like, are you appreciating that, or
yeah,
does the
because
movie actually do something for you?
they're not gonna take as many risks to make movies like that anymore, right? Because everything has to be like at the top, whatever the last best thing was. So movies like that, when they happen just for a fluke or like because someone, at a time was just like, all right, let's just do this. So I think Alien versus Predator could come back, and it would be huge, especially after everything the success we've seen. And with the stipulation that the director of Romulus, what he said, if he said him and the Prey director, if they got together and they did it, it would be crazy. I have no doubt it would be awesome.
I
That
still
would
have
be
to watch
awesome.
Prey. I still have to watch Prey, but I've been hearing good things.
Prey
about
was,
Right.
was yeah, Prey was really cool.
it. Okay.
Now,
think
now
for the-
just bring me up to speed here, Falcon. This is me not knowing much. Like I watch stuff and I enjoy it, but I rarely have the time to do it. So, like I've said, I've seen the movie, but I haven't seen it recently. So the Predator was he made to actually like exterminate alien? Is that how that goes? Because I remember certain like scenes when they're going against they're not really going against the humans, the Predator, right? So like how's this
No,
work?
so-
Because
So originally, like the original Predator movie, completely different franchise, and he's an alien who hunts, so he's looking for other hunters to kind of to compete with. So he finds a group of mercenaries, and Arnold Schwarzenegger, who's the greatest hunter there is. He goes up against him. But
Yeah,
yeah,
you did that
they-
really well.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
that was awesome.
that was
Yeah.
good. That was good.
They brought the two franchises together, and I think the problem I have, and they are fun, but like Aliens and Predator, they're such good movies. Like it's just hard to go to top that. But yeah, they're good fun. So no, they've just been brought together for money, basically.
Yeah, 100%.
Oh, I see.
And it's funny-
Now
it's
I see
funny
why that
because-
there's like that. Now I see why that's not like a classic or anything like that because of you didn't the community didn't want that to happen at all. You would
I
have
think
like separate.
they wanted it to happen.
I think it just wasn't a good movie.
It just yeah.
Ooh.
That's it, yeah.
Ooh.
I mean, I like Sanaa Lathan in it, but yeah. I mean,
yeah,
it was,
she's super dope in it. She's super dope in it.
but yeah, it's definitely like a product of its time. But let me do this real quick. Hold on, because I do want to kick things off to get things going with this review, so I want to pull it up real quick. But before we do that, also, if anyone does need to get in contact with me about anything, any issues or things like that, feel free to use the chat. You can use any chat, whether it's in X, on Twitch, or on YouTube. It doesn't matter, but that'll pop up. I'll see that, or just hop into space, because I can't really check DMs or anything like that right now. But are you a fan of comic books? Veve Comic Shop has you covered. Every Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we review modern comics live in real time with you, our fellow comic book enthusiasts. Feel free to keep up to date with newest comics by checking out the Veve Comics website. Veve Comics is a digital platform where you can purchase the newest comics from brands such as Marvel, Star Wars, Disney, and more. Purchase and read the read-only standard editions or upgrade to the limited edition. Limited edition comics are collectible editions with cover variants randomly assigned at the time of purchase that can be sold on a secondary market and offer immersive features such as reading and displaying your comic in augmented reality. Take your digital collecting to the next level with Veve Comics, or just visit veve.me for more info on digital collectibles and comics. So as you see here, posted on the stream, here is Veve Comics. They do drop same day as print. So on Wednesdays, you can actually pick them up at midnight Pacific Standard Time. And as I said, they do have different variants, or versions of them. They have the standard variant, or they have the limited edition, which has different comic book covers. That was a poor example because there's only one other one. But a lot of them have different covers. Let's see this one. There we go, right? Different comic variants. So check it out, veve.comics, veve.me/comics, or go to veve.me and you can see what else they have. Whether it's comics, collectibles, cars that you can drive around in augmented reality. be sure to check it out. So, the book of discussion tonight. And also, too, how's it sound real quick? For ambiance, is that too high? Do I need to lower that down a
A
little
little
bit?
too loud.
A little too loud? Okay. All right. How about right now? We're good?
That's good.
It's
Perfect.
good. Okay. All right. Cool. All right. So this one that we're going to be reviewing today, Alien versus Avengers. Once again, there will be a giveaway later tonight. In order to qualify, the first thing that you have to do is to repost the live stream. The live stream is pinned in the space. Make sure to do a repost of that live stream in order to qualify. All right. So let's talk about, before getting into the story, let's just talk about the art real quick. Was there a cover that you guys like? I mean, this is the uncommon cover. But was there a different cover that you guys liked, or artwork on it? So I could actually bring that up too.
I think when I bought it, I got the common cover, which I really like, and I love the artwork in this comic. I think I need to look at the variant covers again.
I'm actually
But
gonna pull
they all
them
look
up.
pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull them up on the stream. There we go. All right, so let's
Definitely
limit it.
favor the Scotty.
The Scotty Young. Yeah, I know a lot of
Yeah,
people.
that's an easy pick. Yeah, the stuff.
Yeah, but the uncommon is a really dope nod to like an OG poster.
Yeah, it does.
When
It
I
feels that way, right?
rolled, I think I got the rare, which is another really fire.
Okay.
I think all of these are
I like the UR, and I posted. I don't know if you guys saw it, but I posted like the augmented reality of Venom versus the Xenomorph. But I mean, that's where I got it from. I do like that pick. I think.
Yo,
it's
how
tough,
many's
the
left
whole
of that
Alien
comic
versus
too? Emoji. How many's left of that comic up there?
I gotta look on the thing real quick. Hold on.
I mean,
I know
you
a lot
don't
of people
have to
think-
now, you know.
It's cool. I want to know. Hold on. Let me go over here. But nah, I've been seeing and shout out Stacker, because I've been seeing a lot of people buying up those. Yo, I'm mad nosy, bro. I'm mad nosy. I'll keep that in the background, just looking at what's going on.
I just looked again. That that ultra rare cover is sick. That's probably my favorite.
The ultra rare, yeah, the Venom, right?
Yeah, that one gets
Yeah.
crazy. Yup.
That one's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, nah, that one, yeah, it goes hard. All right, Alien. Here we go. Alien versus Avengers. There's 238 left. So
Falcon, do you own any of the when Marvel did like a run of the variants with the alien on it?
I do. I got quite a few of them actually, and I've ended up. I think I gave Tails one as a gift, and I sent someone else one. But yeah, the Wolverine with the just alien face and Venom, they're great covers. I love those. Have you got some?
Yeah, I think I have a Miles, and I have the Wolverine.
Yeah, they're really good. I like them a lot.
nice. All right, so let's dive in. And also, what's up, chat? I see Acro in the chat. What's good? All right, so jumping into it, it kind of like it starts you off in the middle of things almost. Basically, what's going on is you see you see, what is that? The Shi'ar, I think Shi'ar, right? They're
Yeah.
they have a Kree specimen, right? And they pretty much say that that their attempt to create a xenomorph through it failed, right? And you see the little the face hugger at the bottom, and you see the Kree dead, right? Which actually it highlighted something for me, because it shows that there are some creatures that xenomorphs can't be born from, right? Which is a good point to know, right? But anyway, so they were disappointed with that, but they were saying that they had like out of 5, this was the only failure, because they tried other species, and specifically the one that they liked the most was the what are they? The Skrulls. The Skrulls. I guess that they had the best as far as outcome of the xenomorphs that came from them. Because, and I guess too, it'll be interesting to see what that is, because the xenomorphs kind of take whatever attributes their host has, correct?
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like in Alien 3, there's like a dog alien, and yeah,
Okay.
I'm hoping we get to see that later on in the series.
That would be crazy because scrolls can mask who they are, right? So imagine aliens that are, walking around and they look like whoever they want to look like. Um, that that would be interesting.
They got those big old chins, got like 3 parts of their chin, so maybe the alien will have a
That's
big
true.
chin.
That's true. That's true. But yeah, so so it worked. But the only issue with the scrolls is there's not enough scrolls like in the universe. They kind of like displaced, so they can't really like seed a home world for them. So and obviously they saw that they can't even use it with the Kree. It doesn't work. So they're planning for some type of large scale invasion. And while they're doing this, you see that they're attacked. And they're attacked by none other than Black Panther and the Panther Brigade. I don't know if they're actually called the Panther Brigade, but they're all wearing Black Panther suits, so I'm just gonna call them the Panther Brigade. And Black Panther and his son, what's his name? Azari.
Yeah.
Sorry, yeah.
Yeah, who's actually Storm's son. So it starts off on kind of like this takeover, and then you see them going against the aliens from the jump. As soon as they get into the in the ship, and Azari is blasting them using his lightning powers. No doubt he got from his mom. You guys, how did you guys think that how this kicked off? Just how it started?
I thought it was really dope because how Black Panther, he was like Azari, like yo, handle it, you know what to do, and so it shows that they've been through that, you know what I mean, which is dope too. So I didn't know where they were going with it, but it does. I guess it says Avengers, right? But to start off with Black Panther showing face is really dope. Then you get his son. I don't know, bro. It's pretty well done so far.
Yeah, I wasn't familiar with Azari, so like this was an intro to me, and I had to do a little bit more background and stuff. But I think that is dope, like the child of, because I know obviously like I know T'Challa and Storm end up getting married, but their child having lightning powers and stuff like that, which I thought, and the way that he's taking out these xenomorphs, like he's like low key, bro, he's taking out these xenomorphs like they're nothing.
Yeah, he just wipes them out, doesn't he?
Mm-hmm. What'd
So-
you say, Falcon?
Yeah, just he just wipes out the xenomorphs very quickly with his electric blast. I thought it was a really strong opening. I didn't for some reason I didn't read who the writer was.
Jonathan
I just started
Hickman.
reading it,
Jonathan
and
Hickman.
yeah, and within a few pages it was like, oh, hang on, this is like a really deep sci-fi bleak story. This is probably a Jonathan Hickman story. And yeah, it was. That guy's an incredible writer. And yeah, I love the way it just throws you into the story. You don't really know what's going on. There's a lot of unanswered questions. And then Black Panther turns up and it's just cool. So yeah, it's a really great opening.
And I like with Jonathan Hickman when he has fleshed out stories. And actually, I'm gonna parallel this a lot to another story that was done by him. The Doom story was done by him. I believe so.
Yes, yeah. Doom.
The Doom story was done by him. I'm gonna parallel this a lot to that because I think that this does right a lot of the things that I had issues with the Doom book, which we did cover a few weeks ago. But yeah, so it starts so strong. Like for me, okay, so for me, I kind of like didn't really, because it starts you off midway, right? It starts you off midway as far as what's happening, because the xenomorphs are already there. When T'Challa gets there, they're searching for the xenomorphs, right? So they already know what these creatures are. So it's not like they're discovering them. So they're searching for them, and you find out it's because I guess one of their worlds was already attacked by them, and they trace the signal and they trace to this central location. Now, the thing about this location. Oh, Boog, you want to say something?
Yeah, and I just want to add to what I was saying earlier is with the Panther Brigade, if that's what we're calling them. It kind of, to me, it kind of.
Yo, they actually do have a name though, like because they're elite fighting force. I just don't remember
exactly,
it right now.
I forgot it, but yeah, to me it showed kind of like desperation that they're all like suited up like that, and that type of it's because when have we ever seen that? a bunch of black people. Nah, never. So
True,
to me,
true.
that showed like a little bit of like, yo, this is a, we need everybody at like, you know, you just don't need to have a staff with a blade at the end of it. You know what I mean? You need
Mm,
to you need to have all the powers of Wakanda. So
mm,
yeah.
Well, I didn't initially realize this when I first um, started reading it, but just to piggyback on what everybody said, strong, absolutely strong opening. It felt like a movie opening to me, like very, the villain's introduction, their plans. Like, I just wanted so badly for when I was reading this to have it be narrated and like the voices. I just feel like this would be a really cool book to like listen like an audio book for. But I took it as like if this is older T'Challa, this is like the elite. Like this is like the strongest
mm.
version of him, and like they're like super cooperative. Like they're just like they come in, they have no struggle. They're ready. They're kind of too late, but um, yeah, I just felt like they were just kind of like showing us like an elitist version of you know T'Challa and his team.
Yeah.
He's also, it feels like he's quite, it's like he's fed up. Like he's had enough. He's at the end of his tether, and he's desperate, which clearly shows us that something's just gone terribly wrong, but we're not quite sure what it is. So yeah, it's a good opening.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Hickman be having these stories, man. Like
Yo,
we
he
did a
be
couple
killing it,
already.
bro.
He's on another level.
He's a beast.
He is.
He's a
He is.
beast. Really, really good storyteller. So, they get in there. So there is something unique about this location because this location is like in a black hole, right? So while they're there, and also too, real quick, anyone that's in a space, definitely make sure that you click the live stream at the top. Well, you got to repost it, but also just to look at it because it is a visual element, and that's kind of like getting the whole piece. You don't have to click the sound on if you're in a space because you could already you can already hear us. But definitely click it so you can see the panels as I bring them up for the art. But so with this place, right? They're inside like or around like a black hole, so time works differently. So they mention as far as like with the time that they're in there. What did he say? Um, but like months and years could go by in just the moments that they're in there. Like think hyperbolic time chamber in Dragon Ball Z, but reversed. So T'Challa makes the point out, that they're pretty much bleeding time, and whatever they do, they have to do it quickly, because who knows what's happening on the outside world? Months can go by, and they end up finding. So everyone's gone except one of the synthetics, one of the robots, similar to like the Alien movie, and they're talking with him, and they find out that worlds that they already had launched out these pods with queens, with hosts that were already housing the xenomorphs inside them, to these planets, and one of the planets that they sent it out to was Earth. And one of T'Challa's soldiers is like, all right, well, we gotta get back to quarantine these lands, and make sure no one leaves them and stuff like that. But he's like, look, yo, we're in the middle of a black hole right now, so we can do that, but on the outside, months are going to pass by before we can even get out of here and start actually acting and doing something. So we're already moving on borrowed time. I thought that was a crazy concept getting into it, where they're already at a state. And just before I switch off, just to kind of like highlight on the state of, or the reality that T'Challa faced at that moment. He was like, at this point, really all we can do is survive, because by the time that they get there, the aliens are already going to have a strong foothold. What did you guys think of that?
It's dark. It's like it was a really bleak opening to the story. There's not a lot of hope, and
Mm-hmm.
this is as we find, this is a world in which a lot of the Avengers are dead, and you also get this the android straight away. So you've got an immediate, you're ticking all the aliens boxes. So there's a lot. He packs a lot into this, and the whole black hole time thing. Like the stakes are very high, which is the kind of start you want, right?
Yeah, for sure, for sure, for sure.
For sure. And I think to add to that, I think he said wasn't there like four queens in a pod?
Four queens in a pod,
Which
12
is like
hosts.
yeah,
Yeah.
and they even go to I'm not sure if you passed it, but they
Not
went to
yet, not yet,
breaking
not yet.
down.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they broke down how deadly these things are, and it's ridiculous to have
Hold on.
four queens in a
You know what?
pod.
I'm gonna
Like,
jump to it so that way you can talk on it because it's literally the next panel.
yeah,
So
gotcha.
so yeah, so they broke down as far as what they sent out. So they sent out four queens, and then they actually those four queens went to different they broke off and went to different locations close to areas that were like metropolitan areas. And with those four queens, there's 12 hosts that pretty much already have a xenomorph inside them, and literally soon as they land, the xenomorph is gonna pop out. And they were saying that hold on, within an hour, uh, the chest bursters are fully grown. Within a day, a hive is constructed so that the life cycle of the alien queen can begin. Days later, a queen is born and begins producing eggs. From there, it accelerates, and pretty much within a week, an individual queen hive will produce a brigade of warrior drones. Within 1 month, an endless army, and within 1 year, a planet raising horde. Now, here's the thing: they sent four to the planet, right? So if one queen in 1 year could pretty much have a horde of aliens that can take over a planet, since they sent four, that's only giving them 3 months. That's
Yeah,
three
I was
months
about to
it
say do the
takes.
math. You got
Yeah,
3 months for the whole planet to be
that's why
done.
T'Challa's like, yo, we're cooked, bro. Like, we're yeah.
Yeah,
They
one
got
day,
no
Yo, by the
hope.
time.
one
And a
day,
day for
it's
him
over.
up there is probably like 3 years down on Earth. So yeah, they got no chance at
Yeah,
all.
yeah, yeah. So there's no warning. There's no. Oh, hold on. Let X back up. There's no. They can't really sound out an alarm, even though they're finding this out. With us. There's literally nothing they can do but just arrive late, and see what damage has already been done. And if you want to talk about damage, oh my goodness. Before I go to the next one, did anyone want to highlight on this?
Yeah, just how my mind thinks when we do these things. You always relate it. Like that's the fun part, right? And
Mm-hmm.
that's what makes it scary, right? Is you relate it to like real life, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like what if, right? What if it happened, bro? Like you mean to tell me like the mightiest warriors and I haven't seen a real life Spider-Man or Superman or that I know of, but I mean, bro, that's some scary like like one day, like a week where like you're done, bro. So like I start thinking about like that take something taking over the planet like that, bro, is absolutely insane, bro. Like what do they call a perfect killing machine, bro? Like
Yeah.
nah. It's
Mm-hmm.
just the thought of it alone, like Falcon said. What did he say? Like it's dark. It's just nasty, bro. Like I couldn't picture nothing like that, bro. It's sad.
Mm-hmm.
That's the thing. Like this is just
Yeah, I feel like it would.
sorry,
What happened?
Go ahead, Fox.
sorry, man. I was just saying, like the aliens, they are the perfect killing machine. Like since Alien, they're just the best. The face hugger is terrifying. Lays an egg, out comes the xenomorph. It's just like the perfect life cycle. Nothing has topped that in terms of scary monsters, I don't think. And this is really just, a brief recap of what they can do to the Marvel Universe. And it's as horrible as you'd expect it to be.
For sure, for sure. What's up, X?
Yeah, like I definitely feel like Hickman did a good job of like establishing the stakes, because it's kind of like a scapegoat a little bit, but it's like this is you're these are older Avengers, you know what I mean? So it's like I feel like they're kind of harping, or at least for me, I was just thinking on this idea, like, okay, if something like this was gonna happen in this universe, you know, it would probably happen to a version of the Avengers where they're a little bit watered down. So like off the rip, you know, I guess you kind of have to assume like Black Panther might be out of the equation because of the whole black hole situation. So
Yeah,
already,
he's like
um,
Goku, arriving
yeah,
mad late.
like they were at a disadvantage like from the beginning. And it's like, you know, the aliens is the common. There's always a common theme mostly for the alien movies, and it's like they're like someone is always trying to like possess their power or like, you know, weaponize them or turn them into an army, and it always just goes wrong because they don't understand or they don't like realize like these are an infestation. They're not something that is like supposed to be controlled by any means. Like they're meant to just multiply and just consume. So it's a very, you know, high stakes situation like off rip, and I think that was done really well establishing it. The only thing is like I kind of uh, with this part, I wish that for this book, they spent more time showing like the actual battles, like the smaller battles. Like I just didn't like how they kind of skipped it a little bit, and they
Mm.
kind of just like fast forward it.
Valid
You
point.
know, that
Yeah,
was
no,
the biggest
that was
part.
something that was one of my complaints even with Doom, right? Because I said I'm gonna have like parallels
Right.
with that, and one of the big issues that I had with Doom is you had Galactus doing all of this, you know, crazy stuff, but it's like you just see a quick panel, like you don't see anything with it, right? It wasn't fleshed out. So this whole fall, yes, it would have not been nice to see something, you know, more fleshed out as far as like how this happened. But I will say this as far as the saving grace on that, and for me the saving grace on that is that this doesn't end here. There's four, you know, I mean there's four books in total. So with, you know, with Doom, how that pretty much just that was it. You know, we're gonna get some action, and we do get some action later in this book too. But you know, we're gonna get some action, so we're gonna see. We may not see that side of things, but we're gonna see something, and that kind of does have me hyped.
I think they
and
had
and
to,
go
like
ahead,
this
Falcon.
point in the story where we're at. You know,
Mm-hmm.
they they have. I also I would have liked to have seen them all die, I suppose, but
Mm-hmm.
you know we have to jump past that because, like you see at the beginning, a few aliens are not a problem. Like Black Panther very easily takes out 3 or 4 aliens, but en masse they are a huge problem. So they have to have they've got to have got to the point where they've taken over these planets, and you know there can only really be a few Avengers left because otherwise the threat's not there. So I guess that's why we're at this point in the story. And as you said, I think there's going to be a lot more to come. But yeah, he does. Hickman does. He packed a lot in, and it would be nice to see some more things fleshed out. But I'm glad we're
Definitely,
there.
definitely. Let me say. Oh, what's up, book?
No, 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 great point. Falcon, basically touched on what I was gonna say. Like, like the mini battle scenes would have been nice. Like you said, I would have loved for them to all die as well to show it. But like you said, like to me, they they stand no chance. So for me to see them actually all die, you know, it would have just drugged the story out, and I feel like it's going someplace, and I don't want to slow down from where it's going because it's zoomed in on these particular characters who's actually trying to reverse this infection, if you will. Or so I don't, as much as I would have liked it, I feel like emoji you just said, we're gonna get something out of it that's good enough, and I feel like they're laying that groundwork to get us invested into this whole takeover and emotionally invested into the fact that there is no hope. So that was more important to me almost than seeing just the images of the our heroes dying because I mean I guess we'll see some of that coming up because it's almost like it's almost etched in stone that has to happen, right? So you know I'm looking forward to the rest of the books too. But yeah,
And the
Definitely.
panels we do get of that annihilation are pretty impactful as well. Like there's some nasty stuff going on in them.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Let me say what's up to Mahalo real quick. Mahalo was good, bro.
Yo, what's up? It's been a minute. What's up, everybody? Thanks for the space. Yo, this book is
Hello.
freaking. Oh, what's up, Captain Falcon? What's up, Boogie?
Hey, man.
What's up, Arcade or RX? Yo, this art incredible. Oh my
Hmm.
god! Like I just got done reading it because I've been meaning to read it, but then been busy. But yeah, man. Oh my god! Like I am in love with the art on this. But yeah, what part are we at so we can chat from there?
Check. Look at the stream. It's up. It's up on the stream. I got the visuals up. But we're at
Basically, Emoji
we're,
explained the how the queen and everything that multiplied, right? That's where we last left off.
yeah,
I
yeah.
have,
It's
like,
it's,
the
it's
multiplication.
recapping pretty much the destruction, the fall of Earth, right now.
Y-
Hmm.
Which, by the way, would look great if they do a cinematic version of that, or even an animated film
Yeah,
for this.
yeah.
Dude, like this thing just looks incredible
Yeah.
for that.
They could. They
Like
could.
the what if series, like how they had the cartoon. This would go crazy.
They just
This
gotta
That'd be
they would
wild.
just have to flesh it out. Like I would hate to see something like this rushed. But if they follow what this is doing, then I think that this would be a great movie experience. But let me because we do got to move over into the Discord in a little bit. So let's get through some more of this. But okay, so pretty much Earth falls, right? And what's funny, so they mentioned a few different things. They said the Inhumans actually would have held out, but because they were having internal conflict, the aliens were able to break through and take them out. Atlantis, they're under the sea. Nobody even noticed them. They died. You know, no one knew. Wakanda held out for a little bit, but you know they were overrun. But here's the thing, man. What I think is funny, right? So when things got bad, right, and they were like, "Yo, we're not gonna win this." Yo, all the mutants left. They went to Mars, bro.
Yo, except for
They
one.
all-
Except for one.
except for one. But like, yo, all the mutants, they were like, "Yo, y'all don't even really like us that much anyway. Why are we gonna stick around to save y'all?" So they all
Yo,
went to
that's
Mars.
crazy.
and Apocalypse stayed, which I think is crazy. But you know, Apocalypse stayed because
No,
he grew up from
that
that era of war. He was like, "This is what
Yep.
I've always wanted. Like, if you know, survival of the fittest. If I live, I live. If I die, I die. Like bring it on." Which I think is dope. But I just thought, yo, I was dying when I saw like all the mutants left to Mars, bro.
They went through portals. They was like, yeah,
Yo, they say,
yeah,
yeah,
that's
nah,
our
we
time.
out, yo, we out, bro.
That's crazy.
Oh man. Wait, did someone? Falcon, did you? Oh, Falcon, you ain't out. What's good, Falcon?
Yeah, man. I just wanted to go back to the Atlantis panel
Mhm.
because it says, and it's a very clear nod to the tagline. There were no screams to be heard. So under the sea, no one can hear you scream, which is, you know, I think that's pretty much there, right? But yeah, the apocalypse thing is amazing.
Yo,
I love it.
seaweed is
He's
always
just like,
greener in
this is what I
somebody
wanted all
else's
along.
lake.
That story
Great.
reign's crazy. And I'm glad you brought
I'm
up
sorry,
that part 'cause
Falcon.
I'm glad you brought up the part with the Atlantis thing again because it's just that gut wrenching feeling again that they were going through something. And it's just like bro, they're just picking everybody apart. You're safe nowhere. And the thing with Wakanda is funny. Like in my mind, I'm visualizing and I'm laughing because I'm like, yo, one, you can't even get to Wakanda, right? So that means
They showed the
maybe
most
this
isolated spots. The most isolated spots you can be.
bro. How do you get that? That's the most perfect killing machine.
Even
How do you get
yo,
inside of Wakanda without you being one? Like something had a
Even-
little hole in
bro.
the sky had to open up, and they had this piece. Like, what
Yeah.
the hell is that?
But yo, even with the mutants, because the mutants were on Krakoa, and you can only use the Krakoan gates if you were a mutant. So like all of these places that they spotlighted were all isolated places that were hard to get to. To like you said, to add emphasis on how vast this infestation was.
Yeah, but you know how the aliens get in, right? They get in inside the people that live there.
Oh,
Yeah.
just
So all you need,
Yep.
all you need is to get an egg inside someone, and they're in.
Mhm.
We
But
see
who
it coming.
sent the eggs?
perfect, perfect.
Who sent them? The Shi'ar. Is that the name of the? Yeah,
Yeah.
Shi'ar.
Oh,
So
he's probably saying to Wakanda, like specifically, like how they right Mahalo.
they
He's
sent
saying
them
like
to the Earth. So yeah, they sent them in pod to the Earth. So they kind of just like infested, and they made their way to Wakanda.
But for them to be like in those isolated locations, it's like they were strategically sent to those locations.
They were.
If
Well,
that
not
makes sense.
when they said that they didn't say where they sent them, but they did strategically send them to metropolitan areas.
But
You know what they
Falcon,
could have
Falcon
done?
just solved that because he said like they do leave Wakanda, right? People just don't come. Just anybody just doesn't go into Wakanda, or
Yeah.
they're leaving those areas. So now, like you said, now they're coming back infected, or they're bringing their people back because before they can understand, they're trying to remove this the face hugger. So if you did see one of your people and you didn't know anything about this alien, and Wakanda, they believe that they have the technology to do anything. You bring that person in and try to heal them. Next thing you know, the thing busts out their chest and there's a whole you're overran. So yeah, it's like a perfect setup.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or you get someone like Killmonger who deliberately takes in an egg and then brings down Wakanda himself.
You think he would do that? You think he would do that? don't
That would
know.
be a very
that's a
Killmonger
crazy
thing to do.
take. That's a crazy take.
And he watched it burn from a hill. Like, no, that's crazy.
Yeah. I want to
That's
see that.
wild. That's wild. But yeah. So then you see like a panel of Apocalypse, slicing open a alien, which would be interesting, man, because like aliens, the facehuggers, they take on whatever attributes that they get. Imagine if a facehugger is actually able to get attached to. First off, I don't think it would kill Apocalypse. I don't think it would kill Apocalypse. I think it would heal from it. But the alien that will come out of that would be OD.
That would be nuts.
Yeah, yeah. But okay, so moving on to the next one, and this is why I had to go back and watch the Alien Prometheus movie and the Alien Covenant movie, because you see Wayland Industries here, and Mr. Wayland is there, who's I believe that's the old one that was about to die from Prometheus, but he's there, and basically they're saying that there's the last city that is still safe relatively for a time being. It's not gonna last long, but that was prepared, and coincidentally you see Wayland Industries there. And for those that may be unfamiliar with, Wayland is the company that was doing research into the aliens, trying to find out the secret of life, because he wanted to prolong his life because he was dying. So a large part of one of the reasons why these aliens have made it to the places that have been discovered is because of his explorations. Mahalo was good.
Yeah, so this is why I came up because I wanted to ask a question about him. So in Prometheus, he kind of freezes himself, right,
Yes.
in those cryo tubes before they go to the planet.
Yes.
So this would kind of put it in the 2080s, maybe 2070s, because if you look at the characters moving forward, like they look aged up too. Like Valeria, I don't know if you want to mention her age right now, but gives you
Everyone's older. Yeah,
everyone's
everyone's old. Yeah.
So it's kind of cool how that kind of fits into the whole Prometheus timeline, Alien timeline too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, 100%, 100%. So yeah, so you see that, and you see him, and the next panel, it goes to Carol Danvers, Miss Marvel, and Bruce Banner, the Hulk.
Yo,
And,
I thought that was old man Bruce Wayne from Batman Beyond.
yo, when she said Bruce, I was like, wait, what? How many tie-ins is in this? But then I had to write, oh yeah, Hulk's.
Yo, I was so
Bruce.
mad at myself on how long it took me to figure out.
Bro, I
that it
think we
was
all did it.
Hulk.
I think we all did it.
I was like, I'm an idiot.
Aliens versus Avengers versus
Versus DC, versus Justice League.
Yeah.
But yeah, so once I realized that it was Bruce Banner and not Bruce Wayne, then yeah, he's old. He said he's got cataracts, glaucoma, or whatever, so he can't even see. And then he goes into a little bit of background as far as what's been going on. So the Fantastic Four are dead, and it sounds like they died from an accident. Now, Thing and Reed and Sue's son went off somewhere, and they don't know where they are, which is probably just plot device because if Reed's son was there, he would just reality warp everything, and he's too OP. So they just writ him out. Now this daughter Valeria, she is still alive, or at least they're questioning whether she's alive because she went away on a mission and she's been gone for an extended period of time. Now the thing about Valeria doesn't have superpowers, but she's very, very intelligent like her dad. And Bruce knows something is up because, if she says she's going to be somewhere or be back by a certain time, he can pretty much rely on what she says due to her competence. So she hasn't come back, and that has him worried. Now here's another parallel with the Doom magazine, because Valeria was also a character in Doom, and we'll get to it when we get to it. I'm not gonna say too much further about that, but she was in Doom. And Carol is saying, you can see her being fed up, and she's saying like, well, first off, Bruce is pretty much saying that we're not really safe. This place that we're living in, we have maybe like a couple weeks tops before we're invaded too. This place is really just a tomb. And then she's saying, look, and you see how fed up she is, and how I guess the desperation is there, because she's saying, look, if they break in, I'm not going to hold back. I'm going to let everything loose. This isn't going to be a tomb. This is going to be a pyre, which I thought was a crazy line from Miss Marvel. And while she's saying that, she gets word, she gets a call, and it's regarding Valeria, and they found her. And soon as she says that, and that she's kind of like being swarmed, Bruce immediately turns into the Hulk and leaps away. And Miles Morales is pretty much going to intercept too. But before we go to the next scene, did you guys want to comment on that?
I just wanted to comment on the art in this scene, because like I love the artwork. It's Assad Ribic, I think the guy's called, and I don't know. It reminded me of kind of like classical paintings, like from the 1700s, where everyone kind of looked the same, but they all look a bit sad. Like everyone just looks sad and worn, and it's just a really great style. Seeing these superheroes it's really like end times.
It reminds me of the Twilight book that we covered too. Did you read that, the Avengers Twilight storyline?
No, I didn't read that one.
That was actually really good. It was recommended by Mask, and it was actually really good too. But I kind of got that vibes because everyone is a little bit older in that too.
Yeah,
and the artwork reflects it. But
it's great.
Yeah, I agree. Mahalo was good.
Yeah, the art to me gives me kind of like the Alex Ross Kingdom Come art style as well.
Got it. Yeah, I definitely see that too. All right, cool. So going from here, Bruce Banner leaps off, and you see Miles Morales, pretty much on the scene, and Bruce comes straight in, crashing in. And while they're there, you see Valeria, and she's, in a car, and sure enough, the aliens are already surrounding her, swooping in. She doesn't feel she's going to make it, and that's when Miles Morales scoops her. Now, here's the thing. Hold on, let me zoom in on this. I don't know if you guys can see it that well, but this panel over to the right, with when they're taking down the aliens with Miles Morales, there was something that I noticed with Miles Morales, and I'm not going to go into it yet because we'll talk about it later, but there was something that I noticed in this specific panel. It's the middle panel.
That gave me Spider-Boy vibes.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, you know what I'm talking about, Mahalo. So there was something, and I was like, why does he look like that? And I thought it was just a mistake. I was like, maybe, like, I don't know, maybe the drawer on that panel was like bugging or something. So I noticed it, and I was like, that's weird. you know it, or maybe he has a different power that we don't know about, like exactly what you said, Mahalo, Spider Boy vibes. But then later we find out why. But I just
Yeah,
thought that was
we do.
cool. I thought that was cool. Did you guys want to highlight? And she has an egg, so she gets, you know, they are able to save her, and then she has an egg that she wants to, that she was able to get. Did you guys want to highlight on this scene?
The one thing I want to point out too is like if you look back at character reveals,
Mm-hmm.
the Bruce Banner haircut, like if you pay attention to it, it's like the Hulk haircut. That's where like some of us were like, dang, we didn't catch on to that. But if you go back and look at his hair, just like the Hulk's.
Mm. True. All right, cool. Did anyone else want to say anything before I go to the next one?
Nope, just very dope. Very dope.
Right.
The Hulk
Yeah.
punching the alien, everything. It's just like real. You know what?
Mm-hmm.
It gave me another appreciation for the Hulk, even though how much more could you appreciate this guy? But even in end times, he's still OP. It's like bro is like a different level of
Yo, Hulk is
ridiculous.
a beast. Hulk is a beast.
Yeah.
We haven't even seen it yet, bro. But let's
Oh,
let's
I want
move
to say
it.
one really quick thing. So I feel like this like Falcon would know what I'm talking about, but do you get kind of excited, or like do you kind of like think about like the character when they attack the alien, because you know that the venom is like their blood is gonna like burn them, but they don't know. So like
Yeah.
like in that moment I was like nah, like he's about to how is this gonna affect the Hulk, but he just ate it, you know what I mean, like it didn't even bother him. But
Hulk doesn't care. You
yeah,
you want Hulk around in this situation. He's
100%.
he's good to have around.
But it's like I just felt like that was cool fan service for me as like an Alien fan. Like I don't know if everybody else thinks that way now. Like I know, but in the moment I'm like anticipating the the burn from the blood.
Yeah, man. I think like acid blood is a huge part of the whole alien thing. As we've seen in Alien Romulus, like they really dine out on the acid blood. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Yo,
that's
shout out to
always
Tails
something to look forward to.
for that space he held. That was super dope. But yeah, the blood in Romulus was so sick the way they used it.
Yeah.
Definitely.
That's a messed up thing to have as you're lethal as is. Now if I shoot you, stab you, bite you, anything.
Yo,
to try
and
to
they're
get
all on
away, scratch-
spaceships too. They're all on
Bro,
spaceships.
you're gonna melt my ship. You're gonna who made
That's
this
it,
shit?
man.
Like it, bro.
It's crazy.
You can't lose.
It's crazy. Yo, oh wait, hold on. I gotta give a special shout out because I haven't seen her in a bit. But I do want to show some love. Shout out Athena in the building. What's up? Hope all is well. Good to see you. Good to see you. All right, so let's go because we do got to jump over to Discord. So let's go to, okay. So from there, all right, they bring Valeria back, and she has the egg, and she's talking to them, and she's pretty much saying that they've been doing it all wrong, right? Because they've been trying to stop this infestation at the face hugger level, and while they were doing that they were realizing that they're once the face hugger attaches to you, as much as you love your friend and or your family member or whatever, like they're done at that point. And they were trying to kind of like stop things at that level, but they were realizing that wasn't successful. And actually watching Alien Covenant helped me to see how unsuccessful that really was, because there was a guy that got a face hugger on him and they cut it off and it burned his cheek. It didn't kill him with the acid, but it did burn through his cheek, and it was only on him for like probably like a few seconds because they cut it right off. And even still, a chest buster came out of him and was and that's the one that they had to fight at the end. So it goes to show, like, literally once they
Did
clamp
you just
on
ruin
you.
a whole movie for someone who didn't watch it?
Yo, I thought everybody watched it, bro.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. You told him it was the final boss and everything.
I mean, it was okay. It was one of the final bosses.
That movie came out
and-
so long ago. You should have seen it by now if you're gonna watch it.
But
Tell him, Falcon.
But yeah, so she's saying, all right, we're starting too late, so we need to start at the egg stage. I need to figure out a way to kill the eggs, right? And then they ask, are you going to be able to do it? And then she's like, yeah, I will. I just need time, and and to do that. So they give her space and her time to do that. Then you have this scene with Bruce Banner and Waylon, but the big thing, and because I just want to get through this, we could talk more of it too on the other side, on the Discord side. But the big thing is Bruce goes back, right, to check on in the progress, to see how things are going, and he tries to get in, it's locked, and then he does like an override, and then when he does that, a pretty much like a hologram of her pops up, and she pretty much reveals, she's like, I ran out of time. I thought everything was going correctly. I had everything planned out. Everything was perfect. I used my mom's ability to bend light to get in, undetected. I grabbed an egg, but I tripped. I tripped when I was down there. It was a stupid mistake. I tripped, and the next thing I knew, they were all on me. I felt myself choking, and then I woke up, and I felt that there was something inside of me. And she was like, I don't want you to come in here. I don't want you to see what's going to happen to me. But in that, she said she did find out a solution. So I wonder what she did in there while she was there. But either way, I mean, Bruce, and this is everyone is fed up. Everyone is fed up. People, the majority of the people
didn't
that
she
love is
explain?
dead.
Didn't she explain what she did? Like she
No.
used her mom's power, or something
Yeah,
like that.
but that was to
shrink
get
down
in.
this.
She
Yeah,
wants
that
to
was
create
to
a
get in.
virus.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was to
And
get
she
in
did.
and get the egg, and then she got swarmed. So I don't know as far as how her progress on the virus actually is right now. We have to figure out what was done in the lab.
Okay.
But the Hulk busts in. He rips open the door. As soon as he does that, the xenomorph that was inside her, which shows that she was in there for more than an hour, right? Because that's how long it takes for a xenomorph to be fully grown. Leader immediately hops on the Hulk, and if you wanted to know what would happen if a xenomorph and the Hulk fought, you see it. It tries to bite his face, and the Hulk rips his head off. He literally rips it clean off. The acid blood sprays all over him, and then he just wipes it off like it's nothing.
So good.
So they come in, and I'm just gonna breeze through this so we can get over to the Discord, and then we can talk more about it. We have all the time in the world to talk about it over there. So the other people come in to see what's going on. They're walking around, and they realize, wait a minute, there was an egg in here. There's a face hugger in here somewhere, and then as soon as they realize that, the face hugger jumps onto Miles, and I'm like, yo, dang, Miles got God, bro. That's my guy, bro. So, like, you see him there, and then they're talking. They're like, we already been down this road no more, before. There's nothing we can do. He's dead at this point, even if we cut it off. So, Waylon is like, the only thing we can do is kill it because there's an enemy that's growing inside of him. So, soon as Carol Danvers is ready to do that, you see the surprise, and this goes back to that picture that I highlighted before. Yeah, so that picture that I highlighted before, you saw Miles Morales, but you saw him with teeth, which like the Spider-Boy, like how Spider-Boy has teeth. I'm like, yo, what the heck? Like, did he get new powers or something like that? And you realize that Miles Morales was bonded with the symbiote. That's why he had the black suit, and the symbiote was what gave him the Miles Morales black suit. And when that happens, the symbiote bonds with the face hugger parasite. So now it's parasite on parasite, and I guess we see who wins between the alien parasite versus the symbiote venom parasite, because obviously the venom parasite was still able to gain control. It doesn't like the body. It hops itself back onto Miles Morales, and it is to be continued. So I know that was a lot of stuff. I do want to talk more about it. Let's jump over into the Discord to do that. Let me just do that, and then I'm gonna pin the link to the top so that way everyone in the space can have easy access to the Discord. Just give me one second. Hold on. And Falcon, sometimes we do have issues getting the sound from specifically the guests on Discord. If that happens, do this: jump back into X, and then you can give your review there. You'll still be able to talk with me. They'll still be able to hear you on the stream, but if you do it on the Discord side and I can't hear you, it won't be on the stream. And I want to make sure that everybody on the stream could hear your review. But let's get over
Okay.
there first, and then see how it goes. So just give me 1 second. All right, all right. On the Discord, just give me 1 second to get the link. How come I can't get the link? Hold on, please.
Your emojis sound a little distorted on the Discord side.
I do? All right, hold on.
Can hear you.
Emoji, you still there? Everything cool?
Yeah. Yes, can hear you. I can try.
On the Discord side, we can't hear you, bro. I can hear you in on X.
You
What's up, bud?
chilling, man, chilling, man. Yo, that SR is going crazy right now.
Which one? The Wolverine?
You know, right now.
Oh,
This,
the Scotty?
yeah, yeah, that one's going crazy.
I would keep rolling for it too. If
All right. Can you guys hear me now on Discord?
yeah, we hear you, bro.
Gotcha.
Okay, good. All right, Falcon. Come join us on the Discord. Let me let Mahalo up. All right, we got Mahalo. We got Falcon. Falcon, can you say something?
Hello, hello, hello.
Okay, we're good on you. Mahalo, are you good? Mahalo. Can y'all hear Mahalo?
Nah, I don't hear him.
All right, Mahalo,
No, I can't hear him.
we're not hearing you, bro.
Gotta update that.
All right. Well, we got the co-host. Mahalo, try and figure that out. But we got the co-host and we got Falcon on stage. So once again, for everyone in the Discord, there is a bot to click in the chat. If you're watching the live stream, let me scroll up to where that is so you can see right here. This little bot, this little icon, little party hat, the red icon, you do have to hit that while being in the Discord. So that is the second criteria in order to enter into the giveaway for a random Veve digital collectible. So once again, first criteria, reposting the live stream, the X live stream that is on my X account. Second criteria, being in the Discord and clicking this red party icon. Right now we have 11 entries. So far we have 11 entries in the giveaway. We had 19 reposts. The third criteria is to be KYC verified. So we're gonna ask you that at the end. But going back to the review, I know I breezed through a lot of the end part. But what did you guys think of how this wrapped up? And yeah.
To be honest, I like. So I just wanted to talk about one part in particular that kind of like bugged me a little bit. Was I felt like the scene with Hulk and Valeria was like dramatized, and I feel like we haven't been around these characters or seen these characters long enough to care, or at least in my opinion, like to care about that scene like deeply. Like I wish we would have actually seen her make the mistake instead of her like pouring it out to him and like that whole moment. And only because of the contrast of Miles then getting the thing on his face, and then they're just like, "No, we got to get it off. It's too late. He's dead." Like I was just like, "Damn!" Like they did Miles so dirty. Like I was like, "Yo, we know." And then like I don't know if what it is about Valeria, but she's always at the end of the earth and like she's always the savior. So I mean, it's just because we read the Doom thing. It's like kind of so soon, and like I don't know her enough as a character to like feel that like the stakes and like, oh no, she got it or not. Like so, I don't know. I thought that part was a little weird for me.
I feel like they did that. They sort of it was almost like a misdirect with her. Like they killed her just so we thought Miles was dead. Like it's
Mm.
making us feel like
Mm.
anyone can die in this, and I like that. I like the fact that you could lose anybody at any time. I think the Miles ending is amazing.
I
Like
agree.
the use of the iconography and the merging of symbiote and that blew me away. That ending,
That
I
was
thought that was
awesome.
fantastic.
Absolutely, that was awesome. It was just funny because like the whole I tripped like thing is a horror
That was a
movie
very
trope.
horror movie trope. Very horror
And
movie.
she like for her to explain it out, it's a little sillier than actually like seeing it. I felt like that like it would have. I don't know if it was purposely done like that, like to put the trope in there, but then you know what I mean. But yeah, I just wanted to say that I thought that was really fun.
Yeah.
I
So
mean,
so
doesn't the
my my
when you get
my,
face
my
hug? Oh,
go ahead.
can you
What
guys
you
hear
say,
me?
Mahalo? Yeah, you
Yeah.
got you're
Yeah,
good,
we hear
Mahalo. Go
you.
ahead.
Yeah, so the other thing that took me out of that portion too is like, don't you have like a very short window from when you get face hugged to when the chest burster wrecks you? So for her to make that recording at her base, um, I need to have more of a breakdown, like how you guys
I
said.
I, f- I feel like it's
But we
always
don't know
like
how
Yeah.
long she was in there.
it.
But look, she's super smart, right? So
Nah,
that we can start with that. Like they said, Reed Richards type of intellect, right? Yeah, So
Yeah.
for me, I recorded this knowing that she had the egg, right? Let me just think of like extremely not smart, an extreme genius, right? Right. I don't even know if there's got to be a level higher than even that. So whatever type of way she's operating on, she has to know that one of the options are bringing this egg back. Something can go wrong. I'm gonna go down. I'm gonna go into there, try to see that. So I would imagine that she would. This is the way I assume that she would have recorded that, and she had put mechanisms in place just in case she was, not going to make it to where that door would lock her in, so it wouldn't affect other people. It would broadcast that. Look, he put in a code. It denied him, and then the hologram came up like, hey, she literally put steps there to stop him from coming in because she knew that that would be a possibility. That's just where my mind goes with it. And to go back off of what X was saying, like I don't think we have to care about her that much because I think the overall picture is that the world's at stake. All these heroes are at stake. So if she's the last person that you really are looking to on an intellectual level to, think them out of this situation, right? Like, and you just lost her. I don't I don't care whether I know her much or not, or if I'm connected to her. All I know is that they said this is like the last savior, and that connects me enough to care about her well being, and the fact that she ended up dying sucked. It was like, oh shit, like, oh, I can't believe the person that was supposed to get you out of this situation just died. And let alone who she's connected to and all of this. It did have some sort of feeling to it to me. But I didn't need to know her a full backstory on her and everything. I got the moment. I'm in the moment, and I feel like in that moment we needed her to pull through whatever she thought that she can do, and she explained that she was there, she had it, and then goes the movie trope, and she trips. Yeah, funny.
yeah,
It's
I
like,
don't know.
hey,
To answer Mahalo's question, to me personally, I think there's something that I would call like movie time, where every instance is different in the scenario for the story. So like sometimes the chest bursts, like the first chest burst in the first Alien movie took a minute, right? I feel like Falcon can attest, like he could second
Mm,
this.
I think it
Um,
took longer than that. I think it takes about, I don't know, 20 minutes, half an hour. Like the first
it
one,
takes a
he
while.
gets
Like
up and he's eating food.
yeah, he's chilling with them. They're all like laughing with each other and stuff. And then
Yeah,
like that,
it takes a bit longer than it takes a while.
right. So my logic in my mind, I don't like you could harp on things like that, but like uh
I'll
I
buy
feel
it.
like
I'll buy it. I'll let it slide.
yeah,
I mean,
it's like it's
Romulus is
movie
fresh on my
time.
head too. Romulus is fresh in my head, and that one happened real quick.
Yeah, Romulus was quick too. But I don't know. I feel like yeah, it just that part was just a little funny to me.
Can
But
I
yeah,
also mention when Hulk poked out on that door? Yo, did you guys see his hand go from Bruce Banner hand to Hulk hands as the message is playing out?
Hmm. Yeah, I noticed that. I noticed that. I did want to say, so for me, okay, the Valeria thing, and then tying back to Doom. Um, for me, I actually liked how this was done because the thing is I honestly cared when Valeria died, and I think
Yep.
a lot of that had to do with Bruce and how the conversation that he had with Carol. With this was pretty much the last vestige of anything that he cared about that he was holding on to. Friends were dead. He had this promise that he left to Reed, even though Reed ended up being a shell of himself, right, which was probably heartbreaking in itself. And all he had was this little girl that he was supposed to protect, and she grew up throughout the years. And you saw even when he noticed when Carol said, "Oh, she's found," he left like immediately. They find her. She has this whole conversation about, and then you see the serious tone in her voice as far as she's going to take out these aliens at whatever cost it takes. And at that time when she was giving this speech, I didn't realize that there was an alien side of her, right? Like, but she had a look to her face, and this is a compliment to the drawing. She had a look to her face of someone that was, I guess, I'll just give it a parallel. She had a look to her face, someone that was like violated, and now they want vengeance, and they leave her in the room alone. Now we don't know how much time elapses, right, while when he's talking to Waylon and stuff like that when Bruce finally comes back. We know at least an hour has because the xenomorph is full grown. So he gets that message, and for me reading that, I was like, yo, like behind this door, she's probably already dead. And then he opens it up, and the first thing that pops out is xenomorph. He's like, yeah, she's dead. And then you see the body. Um, for me, this death, because Valeria died in the Zoom book, and I could care less the way that was delivered. But for me, like I actually legit
Very
cared.
true.
Like when she died, I was like, yo, dang. And I think
That
the
was a
whole
good tie, bro. That was a good
Mhm.
tie, and I agree with you. I agree with
Yeah.
you. And I do think it just didn't hit the same. This one, it had a different feeling to it.
Hmm.
It did.
And it
Yeah.
makes that twist at the end just all the better. As you said, I think Boogie, you saying about how it, it's basically all hope is gone with her, like everything is lost. But we find at the end, oh, there's going to be some
Yeah,
kind of symbiote
yeah.
thing that's going to solve the problem, I guess.
That was the tie in there. Like you said, like how you mentioned Falcon, that was they did that for the setup for Miles because they
Yeah,
put it all on her, and then we find out. And honestly, in that same moment, I was kind of I was kind of over her dying because I'm like, okay, there's hope again. So we keep getting. It's about the moment rather than the characters because, like Falcon said, anyone can go at any time. So now it's just about how do we save some part of humanity to rebuild from there. So now I'm just looking for the slither of hope where
Yeah.
we have a chance.
Yeah.
and that's
And
that's what makes Hickman such a great writer because I mean, I guess this scene didn't resonate with everybody. It did with me, as you said, emoji, really because of Bruce Banner's reaction more than anything else.
exactly, I think the
But
Hulk is what made
Yeah,
that
in terms of
whole yeah.
this story is so good. Like the
Hmm.
way it builds and the twists, and it's such a great story. I'm gonna have to go because it is well late where I am.
Okay.
But It
All
was
right, so
super fun
Falcon, what
chatting
we're
with
gonna
you
do,
guys.
we're gonna let you give your score. We're gonna let you give your score. I just want to say one thing for anyone
Okay.
that hopped into the space late. We are doing a giveaway. In order to participate, you have to repost the live stream, which is pinned to the space, the X live stream, and then also be over here on the Discord. The link for the Discord is also pinned to the top of the space. So just repost the live stream, hop over into the Discord, and then in the Discord chat, you'll see a little bot where you can click for a random BB digital collectible. But Falcon, before you go, we want to know your overall review. Let us know what you thought, and then you can give it a score. Now, just so you're familiar with the way that we score things, we're scoring it 1 to 10, but 5 is pretty much the entry point. So 5 means that it's mid, meaning like you don't like it, you don't dislike it, it just is what it is. 6
Okay.
is above average. 7 means you rock with it. 8 means you rock with it heavy. 9 is it's lit. And 10 is immaculate, perfect, gifts from the heavens. Going down from there, 4 is you're not really feeling it. 3 is the book is kind of ass. 2 is basura, straight trash. And 1, warning, do not read. This may cause post-traumatic stress. So real quick, Falcon, can you let us know your thought, your review, and then what score would you give it?
All right, man. I'll try and do a rundown. So I loved this book. I was really surprised by it. I guess I was expecting, a crossover, a throwaway crossover, I suppose. But what Jonathan Hickman has done is just, he's just raised the bar on what I thought this story was going to be. The twists and turns throughout, the bleak world that he's created, and just the fact that we could lose anybody at any time, that is hard to do. And particularly in the Marvel universe, and the way that aliens are tied in, like the two, these two worlds colliding, it's really smart. It's really good. And that twist at the end, it's the best thing I've read in a long time in a comic. And I like comics, and I've read some good ones, but this is fantastic. So I'm going to go 9 out of 10
Let's
for
go.
this.
It's
I
slayed.
thought it was
There we
fantastic.
go. All right, got you
Let's
locked
go.
in. And once again, Falcon, appreciate you for coming through. Thank you.
Yo,
Thank you,
Falcon,
guys.
I
Thank
really
you
want to
so
say
much.
really quick, man. Give you your props. I really admire all the stuff that you post on X. Like, I think some of your content is a lot of fun, and I could tell you have fun making it, man. So, shout out to you, bro. Like, for being consistent and putting in the work to just have a good time. I really respect it.
Thanks, man. I really appreciate that. And this has been so fun. I'm going to listen back and hear what your scores were tomorrow, but I do need to go to sleep. So thank you so much. It's been awesome.
Thanks, Falcon.
Appreciate it. All right. So who wants to go next?
I'll handle it. So, like Falcon said, I like how the story was written in general. The artwork to me was it was up there with it, but the story was just so overpowering. Not that it overpowered the pictures, just for me, it was really the story, man. Like it was enough. If I didn't even look at the pages, the story alone would have did it would have painted the picture for me. So off of that, everything else flowed. I love how, like he said, the two worlds collide, but it was actually like a perfect marriage because you have these we have plenty of scenarios where there's like heroes versus villains, and the villain's superpowered and the hero's superpowered, but this seems like there's an affection that everyone is can't get over, right? And that it brought it back to like even the heroes back to almost like a human level for me, like where it's like they don't even stand a chance, until there's that slither of hope at the end with a symbiote, which is still another alien type of which is an alien
Yeah.
thing. So it's I don't know, without the symbiote, it wouldn't, everyone would be gone from what it seems right now. So and then we have that cover of the ultra rare where you see Venom. So in my head, I'm like, where is this going? Because you get are we just gonna go everybody all out has a piece of symbiote and they go crazy. But I don't know, bro. It's got me thinking about it. The stories it matched seamlessly, and I don't know. I'm gonna go ahead and match with Falcon. Then it's gonna be a 9 for sure.
Let's go. Let's go. Oh, we didn't talk about with the whole after Valeria died with Miles. Forgot. We kind of like but yeah, so Miles got hit with the symbiote, hit with the face hugger, and the symbiote, like you said, took over. Which dials back to how this started, right? Because when the book started, you realized that there were races that the alien species just couldn't conquer, right? Like the Kree, they couldn't, make a xenomorph with the Kree. So the symbiote, another uh, another species that these aliens can't really, conquer. But okay, book. So 9. All right. Between X or Mahalo, who wants to go next?
I'll go. Yo, Falcon's review like really hyped me up. Where I want to say even his review bumped it up a notch. So I want to give it a 10.
You gave it
There
a
are some
10?
questions. There are some questions I have. Like,
I'm not mad at it, Mahalo. I'm not mad at you, man.
there are some logic questions. Thanks, Boogie. But for the most part, the art is great. Jonathan Hickman, bro, can't go wrong with that. The art, beautiful, well done. Like even the pacing, like I think what Falcon said about just like Hulk's side of in that perspective, it's so beautiful seeing just his hand transform to Hulk out. Like you don't have a raging huge Hulk out scene, but you have that subtle one, and then bam, next scene you have him like destroying a face hugger or a xenomorph. So that art alone really great. The way they kind of set the stage great, and I definitely want to see more. Like that twist at the end, bro. Like we need to talk about that. What if like Valeria actually calculated that that is part of the cure? She probably implanted the virus in the face hugger for it to then go to the symbiote to then make it stronger, calculate it, do the little tweaking it needs to make sure it's safe to then spread it out. Or what if also the symbiote got the virus and now the virus does something crazy? Bro, there's so many things that could happen. I'm excited.
Right. All right. We got a 10. All right, we got 2 more reviews, and then we're gonna go through the winners to see who wins. But remember, make sure the rules are the rules. All right, we're gonna go to X from here.
Yes, sir. Mahalo, that was very well said. Glad to have you back reviewing comics with us, man. It's been a minute. Um, but yeah, I really like this book. Kind of what Falcon said. Like initially, when they do things like this, you think they're gonna be, kind of like a one and done or just like something random. But I think they're definitely setting up like a really rememberable story, and there was a lot of things that we talked about, like the horror movie tropes or the alien tropes that I really appreciated. Those those small details, those Easter eggs. My only gripe with this book is like I just wish we saw more like of certain scenarios. But the good thing is like we're gonna get a couple more issues, so there, who knows where this is gonna go. So with all that being said, I'm gonna have to go with the consensus, and I'm gonna give this one a 9 as well.
You do it at 9 too. Okay, cool, cool. All right, so I guess this
I
leaves it
agree.
up to me, and then we'll go over who wins. Okay, so for me, and like I said, I'm gonna do a lot of time back between this and the Doom comic, and I feel like this gets right a lot of the things that I had issues with the Doom comic. The Doom comic visually was beautiful; it was amazing, but it felt like just rush. And this comic, you could say the same thing too, especially with the takeover, and with them, conquering Wakanda and Atlantis and and humans and the mutants. Like it would have been dope to see all of this play out. But in all honesty, that would take a lot of series, right? So I get why they rushed it, even though I'm not a fan of rushing things. But the saving grace is that that wasn't the story was to be told. The story that's to be told is how do the remaining Avengers that are still left alive survive this? Kind of like how T'Challa outlined it before, that the story is going to be about survival. Um, so starting off with a handicap, right? With them being overrun, with the majority of the heroes being dead. Um, it's for me that's fine rushing through it because you're going to have a whole story fleshing that out later, as far as how they deal with it. So that didn't bother me too much. Valeria, once again, I don't really know too much about her character. The only two things that I've seen was Doom and this. And this was the first time I actually cared. I actually was surprised by her getting killed. I didn't actually expect a xenomorph to be inside of her. That actually did take me by surprise. And Bruce Banner's reaction, like that whole type of father daughter dynamic, um, that hit. And when Bruce killed, like ripped the head off the xenomorph, like I felt that, like I felt his anger. And in seeing her like body, I was like that. I was out of it. I was like, oh damn, he really died. And then immediately right after that, they hit Miles. So, so, so like yo, like low key, bro, I was all in the field during this. Um, this this comic evoked a lot of emotion, which is what I can ask from any type of medium of storytelling, right? So I would say for me, I'm amped to see where this leads, how this plays out. We got three more issues because there's four total. The only bad thing is we gotta wait till November for the next one. Um, but I'm amped for this. I truly am. And I would say for me, I'm torn between because I don't really give tens out like that. I don't really give tens. Um, I think the only thing that I gave a 10 was for Ultimate Spider-Man 1.
Can I say something, emoji?
Hmm.
For me to be reading a book like almost as soon as it came out lately, this actually makes it rewarding too. Like I am definitely looking forward to reading issue number 2 when it comes out at midnight November, because um, I think it set the stage for like something of a unique read. Like this is almost like the caliber of like Deceased, where like it's definitely
Hmm.
going to capture a lot of imagination for the
Yeah,
readers and to see how it plays
yeah,
out. It definitely holds a piece in history there. It's even being contender for being better, like just as popular or just as a hit like Ultimate Spider-Man #1. So let it
yeah,
fly, bro.
yeah, yeah. And that's the thing that I'm weighing between. Um, do I give it a 9 or do I give it a 10? Um, I'm going to give this book. I have to go with how I feel. I have to go with how I feel. And what I feel is that I give this a 9. I give this a 9. Um, and the only reason why I say I can't really give this a 10 is because I'm still waiting for the entire picture. I'm amped for the entire picture. I'm excited for the entire picture, but I still need that entire picture um, for me to see how this pans out to a complete level. I felt like with Ultimate Spider-Man, I felt like even if the comic ended there, I was okay. I know it didn't, but I felt like if it did, it was okay. If this comic ended here, obviously I wouldn't be okay because it's a continuation. Now, overall, once all four come out, if they hit as solid as this, I would give the entire thing a 10. But for this, I would say that I would say that it's lit. I would say this is lit. The intro was abrupt. It did throw you into the xenomorphs because it wasn't really a discovery thing. The xenomorphs were already here. Um, there was a lot that I had to kind of like just be like, all right, this is what it is, and roll with it, which is fine. But yeah, my gut is just saying nine. My gut is just saying nine. So I'm gonna give it a nine and say that it's lit. And that will hold on, let me total this up. Hold on. So we got 4, 9, and 1, 10. Yo, Mahalo, you the only one that gave it a 10.
That's what I was trying to sway you to give it a 10 too.
That's 46.
One of our highest rated books.
5.
Sure, up there.
Yeah, it's still a 9.2, bro. It's a 9.2. Even if I gave it a 10, it would still be a 9. But so that will give it a comic shop rating of a 9. It's good. It's good. All right. So it is that time where we see who is the winner of the giveaway today. And once again, the rules have been repeated multiple times during the space. And the rules will be the rules. So let me jump over to X.
Check the first criteria.
Right.
I'm
scrolling through.
Unfortunately, I do not see a repost of the live stream on the first person. So we are moving to the next. Let's see. Yo, how come I can't do this?
Damn, I think I'm gonna need to pick up that ultra rare in person.
Stuff, right?
Yeah, physics. Like I'm about to look it up online right now. That cover is crazy.
Yo, vegan things. What is your Twitter handle? Excellent. Yo, hold on. VIIVGRP. Okay. I do confirm the live stream is here. It is on the visual. You guys can check the live stream and see that it is there. All right, let me hop back over to Discord.
All right, is Vegan Tings in the Discord? He is. All right, Vegan Tings. Yo, it's actually Things. Why I keep calling it Tings? Vegan Things.
Yo, that's crazy.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, that's the way I read it too, and I don't know why.
I've been reading it that way the whole time, bro.
The same way.
Yo, I always say it, bro. I always say it in my head the same exact way, bro. It's bad.
Yo, Vegan Things, can you come on stage? Actually, I'm just gonna say Tings now. It's already stuck. All right, hold on. I see the request up. Can y'all let him up, or do I need to let him up?
I got him.
You got him. All right. All right, Vegan Tings, are you there?
Yes, sir. How you doing?
Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. All right, you have so far followed two of the rules, which was one to repost to live stream, and two to be here. Now there is one final criteria that you have to meet in order to win the giveaway for tonight. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Are you KYC verified?
Yes.
Here we go. And Millie, hold on. The
Let's
giveaways
go.
here only relate to the comic shop. I have no bearing on what happens outside of the comic shop in other Discord events or Spaces events. So this is only the 30-day requirement is only for the comic shop. So Vegan Things, our winner for today. Hold on real quick. Let me get the wait.
Let's go. Congrats.
Thank you. Am I allowed to pass it?
What happened?
No, it's yours. Nope, it's yours.
No, you okay. Wait, what did he ask?
Can I pass it to
know.
somebody else?
Here we go. Here we go.
No,
Hold on. If you pass it, it's only to the next in line. You can't choose. You can't choose who you pass it to. So if you pass it to, it was going to be the next person in line.
I can't pass it to the person ahead of me?
No, they already lost. You could pass it to the next person, which is casual.
All right, pass it to the next person. Let's do a good deed.
Okay. All right.
As long as he hasn't won anything in the last 30 days.
Let's see. Hold on. We still got to make sure casual qualifies. So let me see.
All right. I got
Got
casual up on the stream. Oh, I do see here. I do see here. Live stream here. Is casual in the Discord? Is casual in here?
Hello.
I see him in here.
I can't see. So is he?
Yeah,
I don't know if he's in here.
Casual in here.
He is in here?
Yeah, he posted the dot.
Okay, casual, can you come on stage? He said, "Yeah, I'm KYC." All right. Okay, cool. He said he can't come up, but he's in the chat. He said he's KYC. All right. Well, there you go. So we have a pass off from Vegan Things to Casual, and our winner for today is Casual.
Let's go with the assist.
There we go.
Congrats,
Yeah, we can't go backwards, and we can't choose it because we had issues like last time. So the only thing that we can do is move it to the next person in line. But all right. So casual, all you have to do is to make a support ticket, let them know that you won, and you'll be good from there. Dudes, look, I have to ask this question. All right, I can't go under assumptions. I have to make sure that everyone's KYC. That is a requirement.
Yeah, you know, it's so funny, bro, because you do it like a parent on Christmas, like when they drag it out with the gifts, like, all right, are you ready? It's mad funny, bro. Don't ever stop doing that. Yeah, nah, you good, bro. It always hits.
All right. Well, appreciate everyone for coming through. I hope y'all had a good time. Was the review okay? Did y'all enjoy it?
Yeah, it was lit. That was a great book. I mean, we've been on a roll. Like we got some good books that we've reviewed, and I'm sure we got a bunch
to come. Oh, I've been meaning to hit you up, bro, and tell you I want to do Wolverine's Revenge. If you could put that on the schedule.
I'll throw that up there. I'll throw I'll hit you in text as far as where we are in the schedule, and I'll just add that. Yeah. All right, cool. Did you guys want to add anything before we close up?
Just shout out to Vegan Tings for blessing somebody with the win. I did see that he won something recently, so that's really dope. Either way,
Definitely.
VV blessing people out here. So yeah, man, let's just keep doing what we're doing. Hoping everybody had a good time. I saw Beetlejuice last night. That movie was pretty dope. If you're a Beetlejuice fan.
Oh, it came out already?
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it comes out tonight, but I saw an early screening yesterday of it.
Oh, okay. Oh, you got the VIP access.
No, I'm always trying to get the swag. Like I'm always trying to get either posters or like, for Alien Romulus, bro. I was so sick that I missed out on it. They gave out a really dope pin and a patch. Like I'm a pin and patch collector, so I'm always trying to get like the exclusive pins, which I'm praying, I'm hoping, I'm sure they will, but like I really want to get my hands on some of the BB ones that they had at San Diego. Yeah. But yeah,
Alright,
Beetlejuice
cool.
was dope.
Yeah, I gotta check it out. All right. Yeah. So, did you want to book? Did you want to add anything before we close out?
Yeah, and as always, shout out to Vegan Things, and you're not gonna say your name wrong, but yeah, shout out to Vegan Things for winning, and then assisting it to Casual. As always, the fam doing what the fam does, and I appreciate everybody for pulling up. And Vegan Things is always here, so it's cool for him to be here. Partake, win, and still do that because he's here all the time. So
Yo,
that's
for
definitely
real.
cool. So shout out to him for real. And shout out to everybody else that pulls up and continues to show support. And yeah, we appreciate y'all. And have a great night.
Definitely. Appreciate everyone in here. And for the stream, I'm just gonna close out on the space real quick to hit with the theme music. But thank y'all. So I'm gonna close the Discord and then I'm gonna close out on the space. But take care, everybody. Peace.
Once again, everyone in the spot, thank you guys for coming through. Appreciate y'all. I hope you had a good time and enjoyed the evening. So once again, we do this every. Oh wait, no, that's the wrong song. Wrong song. There we go. Once again, we do this every Thursday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Hope y'all had a good night, and I'll see y'all next time.
She asked if she could see what's in the vault. Told her I could show you my collection if you want. If you got the time,
let's go.
Maybe we could run it up. I could show you my collection if you want. I could show you my collection if you want.
Yo, once again, appreciate everyone that came through. I hope y'all had a good time as we chopped it up and talk comics. Big shout out to our special guest for tonight, Mr. Falcon. Thank you for coming through. And shout out to our winner for the giveaway tonight, Casual. Big shout out to my co-host for the evening. And yeah, man, this was a good one. Shout out Mahalo for coming on stage. We'll be at this again next week, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we'll be doing another giveaway. So appreciate y'all for coming through. And until next time, take care. Be easy. Peace.